How's it going, guys? Welcome back to FACEIT TV. I'm Jackie, and this is, of course, Hoss.
Yeah, it is indeed, and we're going to be moving on to DE Cash for our third and final map. This best of three has essentially become now a best of one. We're going to be heading straight on into the knife round between Exile5 and Streamline. The winner, of course, goes to the FACEIT Oceanic League.
Interesting to see what happens here now as Streamline once again get their pick of the crop, get to decide which side they want to play on first. And they'll be opting to go for the CT side.
Again though, much like Inferno, Cash is kind of a map where it's not unheard of to see the T side win their half here. If they're able to get their smokes, their mollies on point on that A bomb site, then they're able to force the CT side out, much like on Mirage. Whereas the B side is completely different. It's all about getting those entry frags and then the smokes come afterwards.
Very true indeed. ofnu there just warming up his trigger finger in this little bit of warm up before the game goes live. Should be too long for you guys at all. Just a couple more seconds and we'll be diving in with what should be an exciting conclusion to this. Quite interesting best of three. We've seen the best of both teams really shining on Mirage and Inferno. They've both really proven how strong they are.
Yep, as we are now into the pistol round. How are the CTs going to set up? Are they going to go for the classic 2-1-2? Maybe throw some more bodies towards the A bomb site, and I like this starting buy for Exile5. They have 2 smokes, a molly and 2 flashes, which would indicate an A setup. Smoking off certainly mid, potentially CT or quad, and then more than likely molly quad. And if this smoke towards highway is on point, then that can get rid of 2 players straight away.
teddyt and Co working their way to the A bomb site, and here they go. They've opened the floodgates and they've charged it in. They're greeted by an annoyed zewsy tapping away. He's finally taken down though. As this crossfire kicks off, everyone's receiving damage. It's just an absolute massacre, Hoss. And from behind we see Destiny. Is he going to be able to go huge here in this 1v4?
He gets 1 frag, meaning that it's now a 1 versus 3. Switches out to the Glock. Probably turn that burst fire off. Does so. There's a player on rafters. He tagged 2 out of 3. Gets the headshot there, but finally taken down by deoxiDE. That is actually Streamline on the T side, not Exile5.
Yeah, there's a little bit of more E-bot there, but don't worry, guys. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do now. Once again, opting just get those cash builder guns and 2 AKs to take a little bit more of long-range combat up against these P250s. You don't really want to get too close if you don't have to, of course. It's a one-tap straight to the head. If you don't need to get close combat action, you don't want to. ofnu playing on the angle there on B site, just in case he cashes any information. Goes aggressive, and it pays off as he gets a beautiful kill there onto teddyt very early on into the round. That's 1 MP7 that's just laying around now.
Yeah, as Exile5 need to try and capitalize on this, but they're not going to be able to do so. Destiny caught going very aggressive, and Ferg is here as well. Moey probably going to pick him off, and he does so. That's 2 very quick frags, meaning this A site is considerably weaker than the rest of the map. Though Dizzy has rotated down. The fact that doors open would be a great indicator as to where the second player is on this site. Mod checking all of his angles, making sure there's no one hiding around. There it is, the door being opened. Such an obvious play there, meaning we just have ofnu left. 1 versus 4. Could potentially drop Moey or deoxiDE here based on how low they are. But on very clean headshot from him. The AK coming in big. That's 2 rounds now, and Exile5 going to be on a full-on eco for this round.
Yeah, they're just going to get toyed with once again by Streamline as they just play with their food before they kill it with these MP7s. 2 flashes there on Destiny. Maybe looking to try and get a pop flash in. Maybe pick up a kill if he can. It will be interesting going for the mid play. Straight out. 1 flash in. Here goes the second. Will it blind anyone? Not this time. And he's walked straight into teddyt's trap. Getting mowed down.
Yep, as these are just very easy pickings for the T side. And as I say that, Ferg with some very interesting headshots there. The bomb's been dropped as well, but they can't really keep a hold of this as the nades come raining in. Ferg, though, he's going to rotate off towards the B-bomb site, as it's the likely of the two, considering where Streamline were originally placed, but they're going to sell this. They're going to start going towards the A-bomb site. They have no reason to push through mid and challenge zewsy or Ferg right now. These two CTs are going to purely play for the retake.
A, of course, being a fairly easy site to retake if you do have the tools and if you have the natural talent. But will they be able to do so? And at 2 versus 3, when all they've got are a couple measly P250s, a couple of pot shots there from Ferg, but they don't quite connect to anyone. That is unfortunate. zewsy just scavenging what he can find. He'll be able to pick up a MP7. Maybe he can get some damage off with that.
The important thing here as well is the flashbang and the HE. He could go for this on the basis that he'll have enough money to buy an M4 next round. But right now they're looking directly at him. He's going to slowly creep on up here, however, probably just trying to find some exit frags. Is he going to be too late? Looks like he's going to try and chase this one. Throws the flashbang in. Didn't wait for it to pop. Yeah, and Nova down to 2 HP after that explosion as well. Lucky to stay alive.
Finally, though, into the buy round. Exile5 really need to start doing damage now. Will they be picking up an AWP? Destiny opts to get the M4. Probably the smarter decision, really. Let's see how this one's going to go. One player on the A side, playing the A retake once again. Lots of mid pressure put on there by Exile5, though, sending 2 players very close. Only one on B, it's Destiny. He's going to be playing just on top of box, just holding a different angle there as everyone charges out mid into an absolute slaughterhouse from both sides, all angles. They will get mowed down, and things are not looking too amazing for Streamline this early on.
And not only does this give Exile5 a great starting set for this round, but it also sends a warning to Streamline, saying mid is ours. You cannot cross it, especially when we have guns. This is our area for a map. We will give you no space as Destiny starts to finish off the job. It's just Teddy left now as well. They have somewhat surrounded him. There it is. zewsy will finish him off from behind. So now Streamline, they can't really challenge mid. They know that Exile5 put a lot of resources there. I expect Exile5 to maybe lose one player away from mid now, move him over towards the A site, but still have a good amount of control here.
That will be interesting to see what they do opt to do in this setup. Once again, 1-1-3 setup there, 3 players, and very aggressive on mid. They do want to prove, as you were saying before, that mid is theirs, and they will not be giving it up very easily at all.
Yep, Ferg has already been tagged down, however, but they are still pushing very heavily, and he's going to smoke it out again. Just play super passive, waste the time that Streamline have, and this was something I was going to question as well, whether they go for this boost up. They get one frag. Gonna not get the second just yet. That's a spot you can only really use once in a game as well, the counter boost. Now Streamline are always going to be watching for it.
He did get away with his life, though. Only 8 HP left on him. He's half a man, really, now. Just tucked in, wants to see what he can do. teddyt and deoxiDE creep their way into A main, and they get the frag, the headshot onto Dizzy. There's only one person left to hold the site, but look at this from behind. It's ofnu. Like a silent assassin, he's in there and gets 2 lovely frags.
Yep, certainly so. As now 2 rounds to 3 as Exile start to mount their comeback, and it looks like we're going to see an even Steven scoreline after Streamline get past this eco round. They're only going to go for 1 Tech 9 and a P250 in the mix, so not too much firepower on their side. This time we are only seeing 2 players towards mid for Exile5. zewsy going to be on the A side, just stopping the initial rush that could potentially come in due to this eco. That's an easy pick off for ofnu, however.
It was beautiful, blowing him away. Now, the last 4 Streamline players working their way around. Want to see if they can maybe get a couple of guns off Exile if they do go for anything. teddyt setting himself up. The rest of the gang are there as well. Over on A side, they're still toying with the CT, trying to see what's going on. ofnu nearly caught off guard there, reloading his gun at what could have been an opportune moment for the T's, but unfortunately not, as he picks up 2 beautiful headshots there. And the numbers game is heavily in Exile5's favour now.
Yeah, really nice flash there from ofnu, then leading to some excellent spray control. Got him the 2 headshots, the 2 frags. Speaking of headshots though, deoxiDE's going to come in from 1. Ferg finishes the T-man off, however, and now we are all square at 3 rounds each as Exile5 now start to mount their comeback, and this could take them into the lead. Streamline, their money's getting tight now after this initial buy here. They don't have many grenades between them either. Moey could get a few more there, I think, but 2 flashbangs is what he's going to go for. They don't have the best.
Once again, we're seeing this very aggressive A play though from Streamline. This mid-control style they've been using before is good, but it's not going to help if there's no one there to contest them. They are fairly close to the A site though if it does go for the retake, or if they want to counter boost and try to get someone in behind when Streamline does opt to go for the charge. But they're going to change their mind a bit here. Change up where they're going to strike from. Recalibrate and go from A main, and here's the first frag from Moey. Beautiful play there onto zewsy, and this is their domain now as they charge out onto the site.
Yep, yeah, it's 3 versus 3 now. Make that 3 versus 2, 3 versus 1. As deoxiDE is last man standing. Very nice hold there from Destiny to get the 2 remaining kills. Now Streamline, they're on an eco. Pistols only for them. And again, Exile5, even with such great mid control, it's such a quick rotation for them between mid and A. They were just able to retake that one so well without even letting the bomb get planted.
Yeah, that was really textbook stuff from really nicely done. Once again, they're going to be slightly changing up mid play now. Instead of going for that aggressive play, they're going to have one playing close short, and they're going to rotate around because they did catch a sight of the T's there tapping away, making their presence known in the A bomb site. Tizzy going to be rotating around, just taking a nice clamped in position by forklift so he can spray down if the T's do push out, and they will do so. Straight into his crosshair. zewsy's there as well, just taking names.
It's just deoxiDE left. Again, easy pick in there for zewsy. 3k from him, but what do you expect when you are going up against an eco round? Look at the economy of Exile5 right now. ofnu on 12.6k, Destiny on 11.1. Really, really booming for them. Streamline, on the other hand, again, they're starting to really take a hit now. As they have these smokes, they could go for a standard AXQ yet again here, but they need these mollies to be on point. Force the CTs out of their position, as deoxiDE is going to stop the initial rush. And here come the smokes. They're poised, they're ready. zewsy though, gonna be tucking in here. I like this position. He's been given the time to get here.
Are you ready for it though? That is the question. They run through, blindsided to it. He goes absolutely massive, picking up the 3k. Can he make it the 4k? Yes, he can. He wants the 5, and will he get it as he charges in with that Tech 9? And there it is, zewsy picking up an ace once again. I think this is the second time we've seen him do so.
First one was on Mirage with that MP9. This time, really nice position from him. Knowing his limits, knowing the timing that Streamline had to get in once those smokes came over. Perfect play from him.
It's really beautiful to see. Streamline, though, they've still got money. They're still able to get those AKs. Just depends if they know how to wield them, if they know how to get these openers. Over on the B site, digging his nose in, seeing what he can actually do. And it'll be dying is what he can do today as he gets shut down by ofnu.
Yeah, that's Streamline. They're playing very, very safe right now. Very passive, very patient. They know something needs to change in their play. They need to stop this such aggressive style they're having and just see if they can get these picks rather than rushing on in with the smokes.
Here they go. Wall of smokes at mid to try to stop any potential predators from taking them down. They do take a little bit of damage though, and they actually opt to just push straight through it. Nova gets the frag there onto Dizzy. He was able to take down Teddy in the meantime though. 3v4 situation, the advantage to the CTs. They have some fierce force as they're still taking names and numbers, shutting down Streamline's players.
In vents, however, they now get spotted out. Just Nova left. They know exactly where he is. Again, easy pickings for Ferg. Once they knew exactly where they were, they were stuck in vents / mid. Streamline losing complete control now and have to go on yet another eco as Exile5 going to extend their lead even further. or they're expected to, and we actually haven't seen an AWP picked up yet. Usually you see at least one, especially on the CT side of Cash, but the Exiles, they're just happy with these M4s there. It suits their aggressive playstyle, their aggressiveness in mid, their holds on this A site. They have no need to play from range right now, so they're just happy with these M4s in hand. As Streamline going for a contact play here. Flashes do come in. zewsy put down to 1 HP. Finally gets taken down by the P250 as now they're going to come rushing on in. That's 3 very quick frags as it's just down to Dizzy and Destiny to retake this one. They get 1, 2 now, meaning it's just Teddy and Nova left. Make that just Nova. He's found himself an M4. He has some firepower, but Dizzy spotted the head there. And Streamline, they got the bomb down. That's what you aim for on the eco rounds.
Yeah, that's all they wanted to do. They might have been able to get more, but this time not so lucky. Exile5 really proving they've got their form back now in map 3, and they're just completely toying with Streamline round after round. Look at all that money as well there. Completely high roll, and it's just ridiculous. Destiny really wants to start actually spending a bit of that before it all goes to waste. That's how much cash he's got. On the B-bomb site. And going for a face there. Seeing if he can catch sight of any cheeky CTs, trying to get a bit of information, but not today. That mid boost, once again, the counter boost, as you were saying. I didn't really think we'd see it this often. Do you reckon they'll actually be able to use this to an advantage this time around?
Well, we can see deoxiDE just playing super cautious this time. Not showing any skin, and the fact that T-side there over towards the B-bomb site, this play will give them more intel than anything, and in a situation like this, that's sometimes better because it carries very little risk with it. We can see often already not spotting any players out, and immediately we see the reply with the smoke and the kill as well over towards B. Nova, though, is going to punish the Exile player, but again, they got the intel that it is a B push, and there it is, 2 kills. Very nice play from Exile.
Yeah, that was nice to see. And now the remaining players from Streamline, they've grouped up, they've got themselves together, and they're going to be charging onto A. The remainder of the smokes go out, and they're caught in a absolutely abysmal crossfire as they just get blown to pieces. The upside retaliates, but he will only get 1. Exile5 still racking up these rounds.
Yeah, once they got that first one after the pistol round loss, they have just been insanely hard to stop. Streamline, they tried mixing it up as well. They're with the AWP. That didn't work. What can they really do now? They're going to stick the AWP on a second player to see how this one goes. We've seen MoeycQ, we've seen teddyt. Now it's deoxiDE's turn to see how he goes.
The flash in there so he can get his way around. But once again, it's over on the A bomb site now. deoxiDE with the AWP in hand. If he can get the pick onto the player, I believe it's zewsy just tucked in by a quad. That could be fairly big of an opening. Looking around, checking just in case anyone has done that run boost spot, but not this time.
deoxiDE now, he is scoped in. He's checking MBK. Can't see there's a player towards quad. He doesn't know this. He's checking all angles. Playing super cautious. Ferg though, gonna come in here, gets the frag onto Moey. And now deoxiDE has 2 angles to look at. Mon does find 1 frag onto Destiny. However, deoxiDE finds the frag, but he's now going to get pushed by Ferg, and there it is. Nice trade there coming out from the Exile player.
But look at all this commotion that's been caused on the A site. And actually the action's going down at B.
Yeah, they're just going to push in. Smoke upper, smoke lower. ofnu, where can he come from right now? The answer is only lower, as it was only a flashbang that went through. Dizzy could come through vents here, and that would be a great opening for him. As ofnu looking like he wants to get some fire on the site. As it's just teddyt left. They know exactly where he is. He's able to get 1. Looking for the second, trying to spray for it, has to reload. ofnu going to come in. And that's going to be 10 rounds now. Exile hitting that magic double figures.
Yeah, that is nice to see. Will they be able to soak up these last 3 remaining rounds though, or will Streamline be able to bring their score back a little bit, make it a little bit easier for themselves?
As Streamline again, very, very low money-wise. They have this AWP again. deoxiDE was able to do some damage. It's better than previous attempts. So they're going to try and go for this one again. They're not going to go for the boost. Just going to throw the nade and then play super passive, expecting someone to push through the smoke. Very nice from deoxiDE, very patient.
Yeah, that was a nice frag indeed, and that could just be the opener that they need this time around. One frag early on, that's really going to hurt the CTs. They'll have to spread themselves fairly thin to cover all the angles now. Mon still lurking around on B, just in case any CTs decide to get a little bit too aggressive for their boots. He will capitalise on that.
Yeah, as they are going to go for the boost. This is the first time we're seeing the T boost, and it's the more common of the two. Trying to get some of that mid control, but XR, they're showing nothing right now. There is a player indoor who could be dispatched with relatives of ease. Ofnu has been boosted here into vents, but that won't do much. Dizzy, he's also been boosted on this site. They're going to see the smokes coming in. That's one easy pick. They've also smoked off door. They're going to try and set up crossfire here. Very nice save from zewsy there. Dizzy has to reload. There is a player directly left of him. Easy pick again for him. And now there's just two players left. teddyt and Mon make it just Mon. They have control of the bomb, do the CTs. Final Streamline player has to try and pick this up. He gets the bomb. But that's all she wrote. 11-3 now as we move into the last round of the half.
Yeah, and that's really going to add insult to injury if we see XR being able to actually get 12 rounds in the CT side. I mean, we saw how well they can play if they're on form on the T side, so they should be able to do a lot of damage if they do pick up 12 rounds. It'd be absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and Moey has this P90 in his hand, which just shows you how bad it's got. How times have changed for the T side. This P90 not going to do too much up against these armored targets. They are, however, looking like they want to go for a rush, and we see zewsy in this position again.
And Destiny as well has opted to actually pick up a Negev, but he won't get time to use it because zewsy's soaking up all the frags there, going absolutely mental. Left, right and centre, just kills across the board. Beautiful, beautiful play. 12-3 are your scores at the half. Exile5 really proving they're back on form, and they're hitting hard. Yeah,
they really are, and this is what we expected considering their performance on the first map of Mirage. They seemed very lacking on Inferno, but right now they've got their heads back, they've regrouped as a team and put in a dominating performance on CT side cash. It's at that point now where if Streamline lose the pistol, it's game.
Yeah, I mean, just look at that. You can see it in the scoreboard right there. Streamline were able to get that pistol. They won the first 3 rounds as you expect, and then 12 rounds in a row, 12 rounds of domination, round after round after round from Exile5 there.
Hits you hard. It really does.
Yeah, that's really going to stump their confidence. As you're saying, if they don't get this pistol, that's maybe something else is going to break other than their confidence. The buyer's going in there. zewsy picking up those flashes, more flash on Destiny as well. They've got the utility here to work their way into a site. They've got 3 players of armor as well. This could be big if they play their cards right now, opting to charge directly into that B site, sending 1 player mid. It's zewsy. If he can get through vent, this could be huge, but he is denied entry. So are the rest of the T's charging to B as they just get completely mowed down by these USBs.
This is what Streamline needed. Get another frag. teddyt going to be closing things out. That now puts Streamline on 4 rounds. They've won their second pistol, but we could see a case of the first half. They get these first 3 rounds and then it goes all sour.
Could be indeed. That's the thing, if history repeats itself, Streamline are going to be very unhappy with what's to come in the future. The smoke going down on mid there to tear any opportunist T's, hold them back a little bit, and the nade just to add insult to injury. deoxiDE going for a bit of a push here. He's going to try and do the self-boost back over, it seems. Actually, he's just going to hold the angle. This could be absolutely massive right now. The MP7 in hand. 2 players ready to face. There's one head. Can he get the second? Jumps off just at the slight wrong time. It's unfortunate. And he's capitalised on that as well. Ferg picking up 2 wonderful frags there. Can he keep the train going? It's just pure damage is coming out of him right now.
Yeah, as Destiny has pushed rather aggressive up mid here. He gets some more picks. teddyt gets Ferg, but he didn't know Destiny was lurking close by. The T side though, they're going to try and keep Mon on that A side. teddyt's going to spray through. Does connect some bullets, and Mon could get punished for this, but he is in fact going to peek this angle. Pre-fires it as well. Gets that pick. Just zewsy and Dizzy life left now. With only Tech 9 armor, they can definitely do some damage here. But as for the round goes, it's now looking very thin. Just zewsy left.
Yeah, going up against 4 free MP7s even. You're not going to be in with much of a chance. Only a Tech 9 on the fella. He's working his way to the A bomb site though. He's not giving up just yet. He's able to get 1 frag, but that's all he's going to get today as he's finally put down.
As this is going to be a clean eco now from Exile5, maybe a P250 here or there. That's going to be it as they look to move on forward towards their buy round, where we'll see some AKs. No AWP just yet, however, from them because their economy won't be strong enough. But we didn't see them buy any of that in their side. They will, however, look to do some economical damage like we saw in the last round with these pistols. This P250 is going to be key here on Dizzy. It's the most power they have. It's a one-shot headshot at very close range. If they drop these M4s and make them unretrievable for the rest of Streamline, then they can really do some damage and hurt that CT economy.
It'll be interesting to see if they are able to do so. As Mont in such a wonderful position there, just mopping up all the frags. Does he know someone's behind him? No, he doesn't realise. And he gets completely butchered by zewsy. How unfortunate for him.
Yeah, teddyt and Nova, though, they're going to be coming on the scoreboard, and after that knife, we could certainly see an AWP. zewsy does have this M4, however. He can't get the bomb, though. That's the big problem for him here. He's slowly getting surrounded, has to turn away from the flashbang. Didn't have armor either. Either way, 2 frags, 1,500 for the knife as well. zewsy on 6.4k. They can get this AWP, but they're not. They're just going to go for AK, full nades, and play it super safe for now.
Probably the better option to do. I mean, if zewsy or anyone did lose that AWP, it's a hell of a lot of money they would have spent in 1 round. He's got a little bit of a buffer now to still hold out if they don't. And successful on this one. Molotov there onto boost to stop any opportunities trying to go for a bit of a face. Fairly silent round now as all the T's group up. They're getting themselves ready. Looks like they might be trying to take mid control here from the boost.
Yep, Nova is the man in mid that they're going to try and have to pick here if they want to gain this control in mid. There is also another Streamline player here as well to the left up towards Highway. That is deoxiDE. He's going to throw a flashbang over, just deter this T push for the time being. Destiny, though, drops down onto the fire. There is a wall of smokes which allows them to get into vents, but as soon as they jump up, they are exposed, and there it is. Crossfire set up. Destiny, he'd be mad to peek this, but it looks like the CTs have indeed fallen back.
And the CTs have shuffled about, got themselves in some new, fresh positions, but will they be able to capitalise on them? As we see the bomb started to shuffle its way through B. He's got an escort as well. 2 players there, moving up, creeping towards short. They're able to get the pick on A. This could be big, as their only competition will be from short.
Do smoke it off. There is this man in CT. deoxiDE down to 7 HP. That's a very swift execute coming out from Streamline, finishing off those final 3 players, and they're slowly closing the gap round by round, and this is going to be another round that goes over to them because Exile5, they're on the eco. They are going to have some firepower. They'll look to deal some damage. We can still see Streamline. It's very fragile. Everyone's around that 3.5k mark, averaging out. So if they lose some of these guns, especially those 2 AKs, it'll be a long time before they see those again.
Very true. Here they go, charging through that smoke zone. No fear at all. Let's see what they'll be able to do. Mo catches sight of someone there in his crosshair, and he capitalises on it, blows them to pieces. Gets another frag. This is just complete domination on the B site. Streamline with a clean sweep, even just completely destroyed every one of the T's there.
Yeah, they certainly did. Now we're seeing this buy round come out. Still no AWP just yet. There it is. Dizzy's going to be picking that one up. He has a spawn to try and get a nice pick somewhere. He could have gone towards B and weakened that site. We know that they play quite open in the upper area, much like teddyt is going to go for here. In fact, he's going to go towards checkers very quickly. Could have been picked off, but Dizzy has gone elsewhere on the map. Mo also going very aggressive outside of B. There's Exile5 putting a lot of resources in this mid area and then across towards A as well. zewsy, very aggressive indoor.
Yeah, just testing the water, seeing what he can do. Dizzy could set himself up for an absolutely juicy kill there on Nova if he does dare to do so. deoxiDE is the first man to get a frag this time, though. It's the bullet straight into zewsy's brain.
Dizzy still with this AWP, hasn't found anything with it yet. deoxiDE down to 20 HP will be an easy target for anyone else on the team, but of course that'll up one shot, headshot or body shot. Exile5 making their way up through A main. The smoke has dissipated. Destiny checking every angle bit by bit, does throw a flashbang in. They do try and volley him off here, they throw the flashbang as well. Jumps up, Dizzy finds one frag with his AWP. The flashbang still going strong on this A bomb site. It's going to be an A split coming in. There is a player on rafters. He gets 2 frags, in fact. I believe that was, in fact, no, it was deoxiDE who was on rafters. He got covering fire from Mon. They need to take deoxiDE down here. They do indeed, so we're now back to 2 versus 2. Bomb will certainly go down. There it is. One player at CT, the other from mid. It's all on ofnu here. Nova, too easy for him. 12-9 is going to be the score after this defuse.
Yeah, and they're really bringing themselves back from the depths. Streamline proving to be a target that will not give up with ease. Exile5 starting to struggle a little bit. They do still have money though. They will still be able to buy.
Yeah, they will. We could see another AWP here, picked up by ofnu, but nope, full-on AKs. Streamline, they're not really showing too much weakness, or is it a case of Exile5 not showing too much strength? Honestly, I'm not too sure. We haven't seen Exile5 try and go for a classic ex-Copenhagen with those smokes, with those mollies. If they go for that, it could certainly be a key to their success. Because right now, Streamline, they're playing one guy on this A site.
If they could get in, it would be big. But look at this. All the way over from B. It's the rest of the CTs working their way around. Psalm Assassin there from teddyt gets the pick. And he could go absolutely massive as the T's will catch wind of it though. They'll turn around. Destiny should be able to pick up the frag onto him here. And he will. He'll shut him down. Stop him from continuing on his warpath there. There you go. The rest of the T's working their way towards the A site. Mon is there to try and hold it back. Molotov goes in to stop the push from Squeaky, but will it be enough? Will that give them the time to rotate, get themselves into these nice positions to actually mow down the T's, or will the T's be too much of a threat?
Well, deoxiDE here is smoked off, still able to find the frag onto zewsy. They're just going to line up for Mon there. 2 easy picks for him to finish the round out. And again, it was a very sloppy kind of A execute. And the fact that Streamline pushed so aggressive early on gave them so much information, as well as the frag, which weakened Exile when they finally went for that push. They need to go swift, they need to go quick, they need to get those smokes on point if they really want to go towards A and try and finish that round off.
And it just came down to too little too late then. Mo with a very aggressive face, just barely, actually he did manage to hit the shot. It was wonderful, he was blind as well, completely blows away Dizzy. Unfortunately, Teddy gets taken down. Moey still retaliating though, wants another one, he'll be able to find it through the smoke once again. What an absolute machine. Nova as well coming in there. Completely huge for the CT side. They're just destroying the T's now. They don't do anything at all. ofnu sneaking onto the site. Wants to try and at least get the bomb down. Tries to bait him out, but he won't fall for it this time.
No, ofnu's getting absolutely surrounded here. Gets one. Gets 2. Just 2 more players left now. He's going to go for the fake plant yet again here. Reloads his weapon. Player in checkers is easy. Player in upper, a little bit trickier. He still has time to play with, 45 seconds. These guys still don't need to face. ofnu now, 1-on-1 situation. Not sure if he knows exactly where this player is. He's going to go for the 3rd fake plant in a row now. deoxiDE still lurking. Finally, ofnu gets the bomb down. That's the easy part. Now comes the tricky spot. This isn't your conventional plant spot. deoxiDE looks like he has his eyes on this player. Spots the body. Really patient play from him. Solid stuff though from ofnu in that 1 versus 4 to get 3 frags and the bomb plant. You've got to give it to him.
It was nicely done by both teams there. Everyone played some absolutely spiffing Counter-Strike that time around. Now, once again, look at this money over on Streamline there. Really building a bank. Exile5 are struggling a bit. They're having to get whatever they can, whatever's got the most bang for their buck. They're still able to get 4 nades though. And they'll be working towards A once again.
This time they have some nades. Can they do this properly? It looks like the answer is no. They've just pushed straight into main with zewsy towards door. teddyt again going very aggressive. Gives them so much intel that it's not a B play, and that's the reaction we're seeing. A straight up rotation towards A. That's exactly what you expect from this CT side once they get that information. And look at the crossfire set up. zewsy though picks off 1 player. Now the mollies come raining in. zewsy, he goes down. Now it's Nova to try and get more. teddyt come around from behind. Ferg gets 1. Mont and teddyt as well coming on the scoreboard. It's 2 on 1 now somehow. Ferg and Destiny have pulled this one back. Just teddyt, they know exactly where he is. They need to try and get the bomb here, but they find the frag instead. Finally, in a sea of CT rounds, there's a terrorist round there just hanging out somewhere. It was 12 rounds in the row for Exile in that first half. It's now been, I'm not sure how many. It looks like 8, 9? 8 rounds.
Yeah, this has really been a complete role reversal of what we saw in the previous half, and it is interesting to say the least. I don't know what's happened to Exile5's T half, but maybe that was the opener they needed. Maybe they can get the momentum flowing once again and really start to put the pressure on. Look at this money over on Streamline. Both teams.
Make or break.
Yeah.
Make or break for both teams. Whoever loses has to eco. It's essentially a round reset now for both teams. As Mon, he knows this. He's not showing anything. It's the same from these guys on the B side. They know how thin their economy is right now, so they're not showing any aggression. They're just playing super safe right now. ofnu though, he gets tagged up a little bit to start, and that's not smoky.
Not really what they wanted to do at all, and they're dropping players fast. They do start to retaliate though. Will they be able to come out on top now as it's a 2v2? Lovely flash there by Mont, but he doesn't need it as he gets a tasty frag anyway. Destiny, 1v2 situation. Mont very low. Teddy, not as much. He's going to back off. He's got the bomb. He could really opt to just try fall away and go B here if he wanted to, and actually Teddy's going to believe that's what he's done and already sprint over. This could be so big right now from Destiny if he plays his cards right. Bit of a shot there. Won't quite connect to anyone. And unfortunately, teddyt blows him down from short.
Yeah, he panicked a little bit there, trying to get the pick onto Mont, was a little bit too impatient. Gave his position away, which meant we saw the immediate rotate back from teddyt towards that A site, and they had the crossfire set up, easy peasy. Now, it's Exile5 on the eco round. Streamline could potentially get 1, even 2 rounds off of this eco, putting it into a very close game. And I always ask Kyran this question whenever I cast with him. Is it too early to call an overtime?
I really don't know, because I mean the thing is, if they're able to do so, you're really going to see Exile5 fighting to just try and take it to overtime, because they're just getting completely toyed with now by Streamline. And once again, you can see it as Mont gets a free K there. deoxiDE rotates over and is able to do a fair bit of damage as well, getting the kill on teddyt. The bomb has to go down now. Destiny scurrying around, trying to find what he can find. Gets the M4, gets the Molotov, chucks it down by his feet to try and deter any CTs, but deoxiDE won't be bothered. He will pick up the frag. 13-13. We're back on a level playing field now.
And it looks like Exile, they're going to force this one up. They do not want Streamline getting any more rounds. They could have played it safe, waited around, got that full-on buy. But instead, it's Exile5 with the Galil, with very few grenades on their side. And still, we have yet to see a solid MoeycQ. Every time they've been towards this site, it's been very clumsy, very messy, I guess you could say.
They have been struggling a little bit this time around, and it is odd to see. It's not quite the Exile5 we're familiar with. And Mont is finally shut down by zewsy. This This could be just what the doctor ordered, though, as the bomb should go down. Unfortunately, not this time. Nova goes absolutely huge, getting 2 wonderful frags there. Can he make it free? Caught off guard, switching to that Molotov. That's not what he wanted to happen. And now the fake plant trying to draw out any CTs that might want to go for a quick face. They will be wise to it, though. And Mo will get a beautiful headshot onto ofnu. Blows his brains out. deoxiDE reacts as well, shutting down ferg. And they've done it. They're keeping themselves in it to win it. They're going so big right now, round after round. Streamline mowing down the opposition.
Yeah, they have, however, got the bomb plant here, Exile5, meaning they have some money to work with, but not a lot. We're going to see more or less the same buy as before. These Galils will come out. An AK with no head armor up against this M4. What else are we seeing? Dizzy, it seemed like he was the one to make the call. It's going to be an eco round here with just 1 AK. Dizzy probably going to play super safe here, super passive. Just try and get the trade frags here, rather than be the guy trying to get those frags.
Yeah, that is probably their best bet with him. The mid smoke's there to just hold everyone back. They're working around A though. They're staying around mid as well though. They want to be able to control it if need be. Nova knows as much, and he will be primed and ready though in case they do appear to drop over. They begin to slowly work into A main. zewsy in a nice position. He's already been able to get out onto the A bomb site. deoxiDE realise if he can, he should be able to shut him down early on. zewsy doesn't quite realise he's there. This is just a battle of whoever cottons on first, and it will be zewsy to just catch a pixel.
Yeah, as one Exile5 player made his presence known, he is just going to run straight through this fire here. Now they know exactly where he is. Teddy, though, he has fallen. The fact that Dizzy is still alive with this AK-47 is pretty huge. He's going to make his way onto the site. Gets taken down from behind, though, and they lose that big weapon. They got 2 frags, but it's not enough. It's now match point. Streamline, 15-13.
That is really heartbreaking to see Exile5 just struggling when it comes down to these tiny little mistakes every time. Right, guys, the AKs versus the M4. There's an AWP in play as well on Mo, and we know he can go big when he has to. There's so much pressure on Exile5 as well. They have to win every round flawlessly. Can they do it? Will Streamline finally be able to take this series?
They're certainly going to try. deoxiDE puts them in very good standing. 2 opening frags for him. zewsy now trying to come in here. Mod puts an end to him as it's just Dizzy left now. Hard or home, and it looks like it's going to be home. 16-13 is the final score here. Streamline versus Exile5, 2-1 in total. Very nice comeback from Streamline.
Yeah, Streamline proved that first game they might have been a bit shaky, but that definitely wasn't them. They are a really strong team, and they've proved that in these previous maps.
Yeah, definitely so. To come back from a map down as well, to have that resilience, especially when you lose 12 rounds in a row on T-side cash, that can really hit you hard. But they came back, they fought hard, and there they are. They are moving on to the FACEIT Oceanic League. Yeah,
that was beautiful to see. Right, guys, that's all of the Oceania games we currently have at the minute, but we will be back with more Counter-Strike. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly after just a little bit of time, so stick around if you want to see some more Counter-Strike action.